Hi, I am Meryem Yılmaz Soylu, a research scientist at Georgia Tech. Along with my co-authors Amaya Savatkar and Warren Gotzel, I am sharing our study on understanding institutional conditions for XR adoption in higher education. Extended reality is everywhere in higher education, but something keeps happening. The pilots starts and then they stop. They rarely scale beyond a single course. What we know far less about is why. Most research looks at the one application or one classroom. Very little examines the condition across an institution that decides whether immersive learning survives at all. That gap is where this study lives. Adoption is an institutional ecosystem where technical, pedagogical, and organizational factors all shape what happens. And these factors are tangled together. A motivated instructor still stalls without infrastructure. Good hardware sits unused without training. We set out to understand how these conditions interact because that interaction is what really decides whether immersive learning takes hold. We used a sequential mixed method design. Phase 1 was a campus-wide survey. 30 responded across engineering, computing, design, and the social sciences gave us an exploratory read on current use, infrastructure, barriers, and future interest. Phase 2 went deeper. Five faculty with a range of XR experience sat for semi-structured interviews about how they integrate immersive tools, what supports them, and what gets in the way. The organizational picture came through clearly. More than half of respondents were not using XR at all. Where adoption did happen, it was driven by individual initiative, not institutional strategy, and it clustered in research rather than teaching. The reason is diffuse responsibility. Faculty are expected to find use cases, choose tools, build content, manage hardware, and handle compliance all at once. As one respondent put it, they had not seen how it improves their teaching to date. This points to a real tension between centralized support and local flexibility, and the most promising path is a hybrid of the two. Pedagogically, we saw two things at the same time. On one side, barriers. Faculty did not know where to start, what tools existed, or how to align XR with their goals. Many developmental environment assumes programming or games engine skills they do not have. On the other side, genuine enthusiasm. Faculty across disciplines saw XR as a strong fit for experiential learning, special reasoning, and simulation. One interview captured it well, saying this is clearly where computing and interaction are headed, even if it is not perfect yet. The interest is real, it just needs a path. The technical findings explain a lot of the stalling. Access was inconsistent. Faculty struggled to secure headsets for any meaningful stretch of time. One described the setup as needing a lot of babysitting, which made it hard to sustain. Usability was mixed. Some found the devices intuitive, others reported discomfort and fatigue. One faculty member said that after half an hour in the headset, they were just tired and did not want to keep using it, even for their own research, and the systems needed constant upkeep. Between that, the access problems and the fatigue, sustaining XR over time started to feel unrealistic. Put together, these findings points to four moves. At the organizational level, centralized XR support that combines instructional design, technical help, and accessibility expertise. Pedagogically, scalable faculty development that builds both tool fluency and instructional alignment. Technically, shared resource models like lending libraries and common developmental space. And finally, make the work visible. When people can see what others on campus are doing with XR through showcases, shared directories, and events that bring disciplines together, scattered individual efforts starts to connect into a community. If there is one thing to remember, it is this. XR adoption is less a technological problem than an ecosystem design problem. Faculty interest is necessary, but it is not sufficient. Sustainable adoption depends on coordination, coordinated ownership, clear pedagogical pathways, shared infrastructure, and visible communities of practice. A few limitations matter. This is a single institution, so the findings are exploratory rather than broadly generalizable. The sample is small and likely self-selected toward people already interested in XR, and we focus on faculty, not learners. Those limits shape what comes next. We see real value in longitudinal studies that track adoption as support matures, learner-focused research on experiences and outcomes, and multi-institutional comparisons that surface organizational models others can reuse. Thank you for watching. I am happy to continue the conversation. Please feel free to reach out to me at mariam@gatech.edu.